Before we get into this video, 68% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. Get your life together. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Leave a like on this video. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Leave a like. And as you saw by the title of today's second video, if you haven't seen the first video, then go watch that video. There's a link in the description, or there should be. I hope I remember. But Kirby Yates has agreed to a deal with the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays, they've been the joke of the offseason. They've been interested in about every free agent this offseason. And Kirby Yates is a player that had a down 2020 season, but can make a huge impact for a team like the Toronto Blue Jays, a veteran type of player, especially considering they missed out on relief pitcher Liam Hendricks. And yeah, I thought that he was going to the Angels. I personally did. Thought that the Angels were the favorites, kind of, but apparently not. And this is actually a very underrated, great move for the Blue Jays. Now, I do not know the contract details yet, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. And I'm not thinking it's going to be that big of a contract. This could be the steal of the offseason here, one of the biggest steals of the offseason here. And this improves the Blue Jays bullpen a lot. I still think with this move you have to bring Ken Giles back, though. I do think that. But in 2020, 0-1 with a 12.46 ERA, only in 6 games with 2 saves. And he was injured for most of the 2020 season, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he was injured for most of the 2020 season. So that's a big deal there. And he got All-MLB first team in 2019 with San Diego, and NL All-Star in 2019. So he had a good resume, especially in 2019. But you could say that 2019 is only a fluke, and you're kind of wrong there because he had a good 2018 season too with a 2.14 ERA, 5-3. And in 2019, he was 0-5 with a 1.19 ERA in 60 games, 41 saves. In a full season, he can eat up innings, get a ton of outings there, and he was drafted in the 2005 draft, 26th round, 798th overall in 2005 by the Boston Red Sox. I think this is such an underrated move here by Toronto, and I like the move. I think if you could get a bullpen of Ken Giles and Kirby Yates here, I think that's looking to be a pretty good bullpen, along with Anthony Kay, Rafael DeLeese, Jordan Romano, A.J. Cole, Julian Merriweather, and others in that bullpen. You're starting to look at a kind of underrated bullpen that could be pretty good. Your hitting, it's most likely set. Obviously, you still or possibly could sign a George Springer, which is very interesting. But, I mean, the thing is here, if Kirby Yates can pitch like his 2019-2018 self, this has to be a steal. Now, like I said, the contract details are still not announced just yet. So, yeah, if you were expecting to know the contract details, I don't know. They might be announced by the time you see this video. So, your starting pitching, you still need probably another 1 or 2 starting pitchers here. You've got Robbie Ray, Trent Thornton, Tanner Roark, Nate Pearson, and Hyun-Jin Ryu all in your bullpen. Or in the starting pitching. And you're looking at a pretty good team. I still think you do need a catcher, too. And maybe a Jameson Taillon's an option here. Maybe a Luis Castillo's an option here. Your hitting looks pretty good right now. Obviously, you definitely could use a George Springer. But will they sign George Springer? Who knows? But overall, I really, really like this signing from a Blue Jays perspective. Because, I mean, he's had some not so good seasons in 2014, 2015, 2016. Were not very good seasons. The first 3 years of his career with Tampa Bay and New York, Yankees were not very good. I'm just going to be honest. In 2017, it started to improve, 4-5 with a 3.97 ERA, 62 games, 20 holds. And you've got to look at it here that he improved when he did leave Los Angeles, which is kind of interesting with these new foreign substances coming out. So you can't really say that he immediately improved when he went to Los Angeles. When he went to San Diego, that's when he started to be a lot better. His 2020, you just can't really take much into account in 2020 here because you just can't. Like, you can't take much account into a 2020 season that was 60 games that he was also injured a bunch in. So he's ranked number 3 in the top relief pitchers in the free agent market on MLB.com. So that's a pretty good ranking. And I think this is a smart move by the Blue Jays, an underrated move that could be very good. And if I was doing one of my underrated signings for the offseason, I think this would have to go in that category. Um, I still think this is not the only move you can make in the bullpen. And this can be your only move of the offseason and just be silent after this. But he had elbow inflammation or something like that in 2020, so that was his injury. So I don't think an elbow inflammation has too much injury history to I don't think it really is going to affect him too much, but maybe I could be wrong. And I mean, finally the Blue Jays decide to sign somebody because it's about time. I made a video they failed this offseason, and I think that their offseason is starting to turn up. Let's go ahead and talk about or go to a bright spot is what I meant. And let's winners and losers here. You've got to look at the winners and losers. The winners, Blue Jays, I think are a winner here. A team like the Angels has to be a loser here. Any team that needs relief pitching. I even think a team like the Red Sox, who originally drafted Yates, is a big L here. A team, maybe even the Diamondbacks, you could say, are a team. Maybe even the Mets, you could say here, even though I do think Brad Hand would be a better fit on this team. There's a lot of winners and losers here. Now let's grade the signing from the perspective of the Blue Jays. Now, like I said, I have not seen the full contract details, so you've got to look at that too. But the contract is, I don't think it's going to be too pricey. And I think it is a B- move here. The potential is at A+. But I've got to see that potential. I've got to see more of his 2019 self and tell me that 2020 is a fluke for real. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. A noteworthy video topic worthy to talk about Sonic here. And I think that this is an underrated move that could be very, very good for this team. Obviously, the Mets fired their GM earlier today. I think there'll be a video coming out soon. Dear New York Mets, hire me as your GM or something like that. Even though Sandy Alderton said that they're not signing anybody. So, yeah. That's going to be the end of this video. Before I end this video, 68% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. Get your life together. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Leave a like on this video. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Leave a like. Yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and peace.